Make your own headlines.
Hey, this is Dow Welsh inviting you to enjoy some random news and make the grace of God your biggest headline of the day. Today's podcast is sponsored by Doers Dance Shoes and the letter N. So, have you ever wanted to own your own castle? Well, some folks in Japan made a castle that's smaller than a strand of hair. The tiny castle is a replica of a castle that was built 400 years ago. You can only see the replica castle under a microscope. I guess the only thing that can storm that castle is a dust mite. Speaking of microscopes, if a microscope and a telescope crashed, would you call that a kaleidoscope? And speaking of castles, a father was renting a bouncy castle for his daughter's birthday. The rental was $50 and the setup was $1,000. He told the rental guy the setup price was outrageous. The guy said, "Sorry, that's inflation for you." Bouncy castle, inflation. The psalmist was writing about the joy of having confidence in God and said this: "The God of Jacob is our fortress." Now, fortress isn't a word we use every day at the biscuit joint or the vitamin water cooler. So, what is a fortress? Well, it's been defined like this: a strong, unshakable castle. You know, life's full of things that shake us up. But salvation in Jesus Christ means a person is always in the unshakable castle of the kingdom of God. Someone put it this way: there is not wrath for you, but you are appointed rather for salvation. That means you now have a simple, precious, solid, unshakable go-to word from God for when any crisis comes. So, take a bounce in a bouncy castle, and remember that salvation in Jesus is no tiny castle. It is unshakable. Make that one of your headlines today. Make Your Own Headlines is a little smidge of encouragement from Holland Avenue Baptist Church. Tune in Monday to Friday wherever you listen to podcasts. You can find my Sunday messages by searching Holland Avenue on YouTube or Apple Podcasts. And for more positive resources, check out hollandavenue.com.